What if you could manage your entire language learning journey in one flexible dashboard? I started taking Spanish lessons recently, and if you're tired of scattered notes and flashcards, this may be your new favorite tool. If you're new to this channel, guys, hi, my name is Dan. I'm a SaaS systems specialist with over 5 years of experience, and on this channel, I show you how to build sustainable and scalable systems without any of the overwhelm. All right, so we're not gonna waste any time, and we're gonna jump straight into our xTiles homepage. And now we're gonna jump straight into this Language Hub template that I built. So here you can see the Language Hub. I built this in xTiles using all of their basic features. So you don't need to essentially get a paid plan to use any of the features that I'm gonna showcase here in this video. Starting here on the homepage of my Language Hub, this is the Learning tab. Here I have some useful links that I go to every day, including Preply, which is where I actually do my lessons through with a live tutor. Not sponsored by them, I just like the service, and my guy Juan, who is teaching me Spanish, is really fucking awesome. Underneath that, I have a link to Anki, which is my flashcard website, and then a link to SpanishDictionary.com. I'm sure there's an equivalent dictionary.com for whatever language you're learning. And really, this hub can be adapted to any language, which is kind of like why I really like this setup for learning. Next to that, I have another tile, which has my study priorities. Number 1 is speaking, listening. 3 is vocab, reading, and then writing. I like to set my priorities so that I understand order of importance of what I need to learn and focus on in order to advance my goals. Goals after that with some check boxes for if I'm gonna mark that this goal is complete. Essentially, my goals are to, right now, learn 1,000 words, reach conversational level, and use in real life once a week. Now, luckily, I live in New York City, so there is no shortage of opportunities to speak to folks in Spanish, especially at Spanish-speaking restaurants. And then underneath that, I have a few different tiles with links to some really helpful resources for podcasts, YouTube channels, and places to read in the selected language that I'm learning, right? Super simple, super straightforward. I really like this setup also because you can quickly drag and move things around depending on how you want to organize and look at the information on your Learning Hub. Now, moving on from there onto the Learning Schedule page. This is a calendar database in xTiles. And basically, I just set my plan for each week, essentially. So I have my lessons on Tuesday and Thursday through Preply. And then every other day, I practice flashcards and looking up words in the dictionary to incorporate into my flashcards for about 30 minutes a day. So nothing fancy here. These are super simple to move and drag around if I need to, or if I want to duplicate them, add them onto another day. It's very simple. What I really like about this format is that for each speaking lesson, I can record the duration, if I did it, and then I can add in some session notes underneath if I need to remember something specific that I want to work on after my lesson or in between. So super helpful, really simple calendar build here. Real quick, guys, if you're enjoying this video, then please be sure to hit the subscribe button below. And if you have ideas for how I can improve this template at all, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section. All right, back to the overview. Now, moving on from here, I have the vocab hub. So basically any sheets, anything that you are kind of using for vocab, if you want to include drop downs for your conjugations and really any verbs you're learning, you can create and add different pages for those if they're topic specific, or you can just do what I did and just drop in kind of everything here so you could view it all in one simple place. Again, what I really love about xTiles is it's very visual learning friendly. It's very heavily focused on visuals as opposed to Notion. And it makes it really easy to just drop in all of my stuff and take a look at it when I want to. And again, all of this is super customizable, easy to move around and organize however I want. I can adjust the size of the images if I want to really easily. And it's just super duper flexible depending on visually what I prefer and my preferred method of learning. Now, next to that, I have my exercise sheets tab. This is where I'm including all of the exercise sheets that I'm given through my lessons. I just have them all kind of scrunched up right now because I just dropped them all in. but if I wanted to make them bigger so that I could actually read and focus on them, I can just quickly and easily drag, and you can see how everything around them is just moving and adjusting based on what I am making bigger. So super simple, very flexible. I love this. This is a great place for me to come and just kind of knock off the different exercise sheets that I want to learn. And that's the gist of how I've organized this right now. It's really simple, really straightforward, easy to build on over time. One thing I did want to show you is that you can create these like page groups essentially. So like if you want to focus on one specific aspect of like vocab or your lesson, you can create like another page within like your hub that focuses on one specific topic. So for me, I have one page dedicated to all of my questions, and I really like this style, like so that I can have all of my questions in one place and have the translations up top, and then my exercise sheets all underneath them together in one simple place. This is really simple and easy to do. You just turn these into a page group, and then from there you can add more pages onto them and give them a name super easily. But I'll go over all of that in the tutorial for how I built this out next week. And yeah, that is the gist of the template so far. I tried to keep it really minimal right now on purpose because I feel like if I were to build out like a super in-depth hub, I would just get lost in it, right? And the whole purpose of having one of these tools is to make your life easier and to make learning easier and accessible for you, right? You can pull this up on your phone, you can create a widget and like create a page shortcut if you have an iPhone and just quickly get to any of these pages on your phone. It's super helpful and you can constantly like build on this over time. You could add new tabs, you could create a database if you wanted to for your different like conjugations, your lesson notes, whatever you want to. I think xTiles is really great for this. It organizes everything visually instead of just like kind of in like list formats with like clunky image attachments like Notion. And I should also clarify that this video is not sponsored by xTiles. I have an affiliate link that I'll pin in the comments, but other than that, like this is just me and my opinions and like the tool that I prefer to use for learning Spanish right now. All right, and that is the template overview. Simple, flexible, and easy to use. If you want to build this exact setup with me from scratch, I have a full tutorial coming next week, so be sure not to miss it. And if you want to see more content like this, check out the suggested video right here.